All right, so part two, changing the heating element on a Kenmore Elite HE4 dryer. I got the heating element in. I'm plugging these plugs back onto the element. That top one went on quite easily, and the bottom one also, I would say, quite easily. Just slid right on. It's much easier than when I took it off. When you take those off, you want to be careful because I think damaging this wire would be quite a mess. So, all right, so I'm gonna leave the camera rolling and I'm gonna walk through the final steps, and then we'll test this bad boy and hopefully celebrate a little success. Could really use a win here, since I'm quite the novice when it comes to fixing things around the house. So I'm sure everybody's in suspense. This bracket, this thing slides into a little slot that is in that like rectangular piece that holds the heating elements that slides into the slot, and you got the screw that goes here and then down at the bottom as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so one thing I did too, I took a lot of pictures as I was taking this apart, so that when I went to put it back together, I would know exactly what things are supposed to look like. So I even took a picture of what this bracket looks like when in. Really hard to see a picture through a picture, but it's helping me see where exactly this piece on the bottom lines up in relation to this hole that's in the bottom. So the picture helps me see that, and that way I don't have to jiggle around to like make sure I'm fitting the screw in the right spot and things like that. So yeah, take pictures as you're taking things apart. I would definitely highly recommend that strategy. All right, so it wasn't too bad, and I'm sure my camera angle was not great for you to see that, but I was able to screw those screws in, fit that brace in there. I was careful not to pinch this cord under the bracket. The little things, the little details that you just don't see in a lot of videos are things to watch out for. Like I said, I took a picture that helped me find where to fit this and this. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know how I'm going to edit this video, but I had to put this in. I put the screw in the top part right here on the underside of that bracket. I put that screw in. I was having trouble getting that screw in, so I took it out and I did it the other way around, put this screw in and that screw in. That's just real life. Like that's what happens, and I just feel like I never see that in anybody else's video ever. It's always like you just do this, you put the screw in, you put the screw in, you're done. So I don't know. It would be awesome if it was like that, but I am just hoping to get this fixed for about $20 plus the $5 fuse that I didn't need to buy. So because this was like 20, I think it's like $21 on Amazon, and then whatever the shipping was. So and obviously this is the fried one because the good one is in there. You can't see it. Okay, I'm gonna leave the camera rolling. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna put on the cover that goes over this piece, which I don't know if I really even needed to take it out to get at that. I probably did. It gave me a little more room. So I'm gonna put that cover on, and then the front piece, whatever its actual name is, which, by the way, we got this used, and the manual was taped inside the front piece, as I call it. And again, maybe it's because my reading comprehension isn't so good, or other reasons, but the manual wasn't exactly helpful. So it really did take a couple nights of playing around for an hour or two to figure this thing out. So anyways, I'm gonna put those pieces back on, and then we'll see if we can get this going. Stay tuned. There we go. So I don't know if you noticed that, but I put in 3 screws. 1, and then 2 and 3. Pro tip, I finished with the one I started. So I put the first one in, screwed it a little bit, went around and kind of worked my way back to tighten. And again, whenever I say pro tip, I'm using sarcasm because I am not a pro. Also not a pro at recording a video either. He's probably commenting as I'm shaking this around. Okay, so the front panel will go on. And then we'll test it. I'm getting so nervous about this. Really hoping it works. But I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything right, so I feel good. I'm just being really honest. This is real life. I've never done this before. I'm a little nervous. I think it's okay to say that in a YouTube video. Just leave the directions in there. I know where they are. All right. So I didn't make a big deal about this because, and I should have, but when I started the video, I'd already had everything kind of taken apart for the most part. But you obviously are going to have your dryer unplugged while you're working on it. So I'm going to plug it back in, start it up, and hopefully we'll have good news. Yeah. And check something back here too. Yeah, my coil is attached. Well, it sounds amazing. Just gonna give it like a minute. I don't know. I feel like I should be able to open it right now and see if what I've done has worked, but I just want to give it like a good minute. should be good. Here we go. Moment of truth. Let's see if this did the trick. Oh yeah! Woo! We got heat. It's very hot. I did it.
Yay! Are you okay down there?
I'm okay. I'm just celebrating.